All right, so there's a pretty easy way to beat this event if you haven't already. You're going to join, you're going to walk over to where it says event, you shift to run, simple stuff like that. You're going to run in this portal, you're going to run over here. It's going to be easy solo. Then we're going to join. I've beaten this twice already. I tried to record it one time and then it came out bad, so let's do it properly this time. So when you join, there's going to be a selection of loadouts. I'm going to pick the tactician one because I found it really easy to beat with the tactician. Click when you're ready, but first what you want to do is press 2 for your militant towers. Try to get in this corner, and then if it's red, you can't place it, so move carefully. You see how they're like touching the line, and it's white. So try to get them as close as you can, and then there you go. So with this extra $400, we're gonna walk over here. We're gonna place a military base, and then we're going to check mark. I recommend not skipping rounds. It's going to cluster too many enemies. You will lose. It takes around 12 to 13 minutes to beat this on average. So, hey, you know. And I say this method is pretty consistent because I've done it like I said, 2, 3 times already. So we're going to place one here, and then we're going to place, try to get it as close as we can to each other. One here, one here, and we're going to get 6 down. We're not going to place all 9 immediately. We're going to get 6 down. Then we're going to focus upgrading this guy as much as we can, and then we'll slowly start upgrading the others. Let's place this guy right here. And the reason we don't want to place all 9 down, or yeah, the reason we want to save on placing these 3 is because it's going to cost us, oh yeah, first of all, upgrade this guy in the corner. Just gotta make sure to do that. Now he's upgraded to level 2. But yeah, we don't want to place all 3 immediately down because that's going to cost $2,100. And we can use that money to instead get this guy upgraded to like stealth mercenary as fast as possible, which is like the level 4 or level 5. So you're gonna take on this guy, and oh look, Caravan's here. All right, so with the extra money, now we can get upskill. Perfect. Now we're gonna be patient. Okay, there he goes. He's dead. Okay, now we can just chill because we're gonna wait for stealth mercenary. Don't worry, if they somehow try to sneak by, you'll be fine because I have $4,000. You could place something down to handle them. Or you can just upgrade your guys in the back. I don't know. You'll be fine. But most of the time, it seems they always just barely get taken out, which is great. Now, quickly, stealth mercenary. Now that we have our stealth mercenary, we can just place the last 3 militant towers. Done. We're going to upgrade all of them to level 1. There we go. There we go. And there we go. They're all level 1. I'm also going to get a frost guy, which is the slot 1. Place him in like this corner here. Why not? Get a freezer guy. He can slow them down. And then lastly, by the end of round 5, your base is going to look something like this. It's going to have 9 of these militants, 1 freezer, and then 1 mortar in this corner up on this hill. And then of course the military base is uh over here on here. So now we're going to actually ignore these 2 for just a little bit because we want to focus on our main damage dealers. Let's get another bigger rifle skill on this guy over here. And we just, what I like to do is I like to ignore these 4 towers when upgrading, and I like to focus on like these 5 because they have these 2 attack the spawners very fast, the ones that spawn in, and then these 2 attack the ones escaping because they have more range than, for example, this guy, way less range. Stealth mercenary. All right. So we have another stealth mercenary. And we're gonna get, I think, 1 more stealth mercenary. I'm gonna make it this guy in the bottom right. Bigger rifle, upskill, and boom. Now we have 3 stealth mercenaries on the right side here, and the rest are level 1. Got this level 0 freeze guy, and this mortar. Let's go give attention to the mortar. Upgrade it, and now we're gonna wait for bigger cannon. It gives nice AoE and allows us to just pretty awesome. Oh, That's fine. Yeah, we'll be fine here. Yeah, it's fine. What's gonna happen is this caravan's gonna do enough damage to just chip him down. So honestly, we can ignore it and take the damage. It'll be fine. We could be at 1 health, and it wouldn't change the fact that we're not taking damage for the rest of the run. Bigger cannon. And now we just wait for the loaded warhead. So yeah, pretty simple so far. 6 level 1s, 3 level 4 militants. This guy will be upgraded at some point. I just put him there for fun, just to be like, hey, we'll get to him later. Not yet. He's like the last thing I think we upgrade. Loaded warhead. And now we have a level 4 mortar. So, when wave 9 begins, we're going to go back to focusing on our militant towers. We'll come back to get City Buster. Actually, we get City Buster now or later. Depending on how much money we make this round, I'll see if we can just get City Buster outright by level 9. Ooh, actually, I think we can get City Buster. You know what? We can get City Buster by wave 9. We could do it. We can do it easy. Here we go. Send in the big bombs. Yeah, easy. Yeah, so by wave 9, you're going to have a City Buster. And it's going to be pretty awesome. He's going to do a lot of damage. It's going to also do a lot of AoE damage because you have issues with clusters with these guys. He handles those clusters very well. Notice how I have like $8,000 I haven't been using because he just handles it so well. By wave 10, we're going to go back to focusing on our militants. Now I'm serious this time. But yeah, we can get a City Buster by like before the 10th wave. It's crazy. Bigger rifle, upscale, stealth mercenary. Bigger rifle, upscale, stealth mercenary. Notice how I targeted these two first. These guys aren't the worst, but I just feel like these two's placements are better, so I'm going to upgrade them first. So we have like this little shape going on of max level militant towers. But yeah, we can go back to focusing on them, no problem. We'll like get the middle guy for example. I don't think the order that you upgrade them at this point matters too much. The fact that you just upgrade them as soon as you can matters more. Right, and is that guy just dead on the floor? Oh, hey, look, another car's here. Hey, what's up, man? Oh, he's gone. Stealth mercenary, and almost got another stealth mercenary. But yeah, you'll have your stealth mercenaries, all of them by wave 12. And then we can focus on the freezer guy. And then once we max out the freezer guy, we'll get like one more mortar, and we're done. Easy. The military bases are just there for the boss. We'll worry about them later. In fact, you might not even have to place a military base at the beginning of the game. I just do it for tradition's sake, because that's how I beat the first time. And he is defeated. So, now let's get our last stealth mercenary. And, we could get the freezer guy. Or, let's place down another mortar in this corner. Yeah, mortar in one corner, mortar in the other corner. And now we're gonna have a city buster. This is not the best tutorial because I don't actually have a set like system, like do this, do this, do this. I'm figuring out as I go. So I recommend you like real quick skim through this video before doing it, or if you follow along, don't follow everything I say immediately. I might change my mind. Okay, so we have two city busters. Now from here on out, it's very simple. We're gonna just upgrade the freezer guy. Done. You can throw freeze bombs if you want to. You don't have to. I just do it for fun. From here on out, literally, we're just going to focus on the military bases. We're done with this game. Place like one here, for instance. The placement for these guys doesn't really matter too much. I'm just going to do it like this because I can. And we're just going to slowly upgrade them. So mechanics, barbed wire, mountain gunner. Mechanics, barbed wire, mountain gunner. You're just going to get them all to level like 3. I don't think the order matters because, to be honest, your frontline guys are going to be handling them so well. These guys are not going to come into play until the boss. So you don't have to worry about them too much. But yeah, if you're having issues, just spam the freeze bomb. If you're not having issues, don't spam the freeze bomb. I won't be clicking it just to show you that you could do it without it. Wave 14 is in. Oh yeah, also if you really want to do it damageless, do exactly what I do, but simply just like do something about that one guy who leaked by. That's it. Just like place a tower from him or something. Like you can handle it. You can figure it out. It's not complicated. So yeah, now we just have two maxed out mortars in this corner and this corner. We have nine maxed out militants, all just in this square spawn. And then there's just this guy in the corner, max freezer. Done. It's not like a specific like, oh, this tower in this exact spot, micromanage. No, 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 no. Look, notice how I just placed a bunch of guys, and they got it. There's not like a specific like you place it here for this intention. No. This guy thinks he's gonna get by. He has no idea he's getting bombed. It's actually a good thing we upgrade our tank when we did, because that they should be able to easily destroy him. Get him, boys! Kamikaze! Yeah, he's gone. And since I have so much money, oh wait, I didn't even upgrade them to tanks yet. They're doing this as, oh wow. Let's get some tanks going. And then while we're here, let's start upgrading our railguns. Notice how I'm like very passive about this. I'm like not upgrading that fast. That's because you can beat it pretty easy. Like if you want to do things quick and upgrade like immediately, you can. You don't have to. Oh yeah, with the tanks you can like get like you can press B and then summon an airstrike if you want to do extra damage. Oh, and there's the final boss. So yeah, while we're beating him up, let's just get some railguns going. So we just need 48,000 more dollars and we're done. I'm just gonna sit here and wait. He's gonna like knock your towers and like try to disable them, and he will successfully disable them for a time. And it doesn't matter, he's still gonna take a lot of damage. I'm not even gonna use my abilities for this fight because I don't think you really need to. So yeah, they'll handle it. They'll handle it. All right, so we can get another railgun and one more railgun, and we're done. We can just sit and watch. Look at that! Look at that damage output. It's crazy. All right, last railgun is very close to obtaining, and it's a good game. All right, now we can just sit and enjoy the show as the Death Walker attempts to get past two city busters and like 8 billion railguns. Look at the damage. It's just ludicrous. Because they just show up and they just nail him down. And because the military bases are all the way at the end, he can't like attack them to disable them. There's nothing he can do about it. He just gets jumped. And GG. Look at that. He's done. He barely even got to like the halfway point probably. So yeah, that's how you beat it. I still have like $63,000 that I could have used for that fight if you're ever like, oh my gosh, something crazy's happening. I need to place down another max mortar or something. I don't know. If you want to. Anyways, yeah, pretty easy.